Welcome to KIKWETU podcast, your home of real stories and inspiring journeys. Today, we highlight the power of education through challenges, brought to you in partnership with SKYDAVIK College, sponsored by Prophet Victor Kanyari, aspirant MP for Kasarani Camp 2027. Stay tuned for an empowering conversation. Joining me is Mike, who has navigated difficult family circumstances and is now working independently. He is parting us to his educational journey. Mike, it is great to have you in the studio. Mike, can you briefly tell us about your background and the kind of family challenges you faced growing up?
So, I'm Mike. I was born in 1925. So, life growing up was not easy. And the step of growing, I had many difficulties in such that the education was not so easy to purchase. Yeah.
That's great. At what point did you realize your situation could either break you or push you forward?
Yeah, a state where I was in Form 4 that time. So since Form 1, I was a terrible joker. So I had to focus on education and bring my future close to me.
And what role did education play when things were difficult at home?
Education. Education has supported me in such a way that even though there were conflicts at home, I had to manage them by telling my parents to stop argument. And when I went to school, since I was a straight A student, so I was being gifted something like that.
Was there a specific moment in your educational journey that changed your mindset?
Yeah.
How and where?
So as I said, Form 4 wasn't easy to me. So I had to take a big step and big opportunity to make my life better and for my siblings back at home.
And did you ever feel like giving up in school?
Yeah. At such a point that at Form 2, I was introduced to drug. So the drugs took over me and it was not an easy task to manage it. So I had to go to pastor and the pastor gave me some advice that they are still in my heart. Yeah.
And if I move deeper, what kept you going?
What kept me going? It's my father. My father is my big mentor due to how he managed me at school and something like that.
You mentioned you are now working independently. How did education contribute to that?
Education. Independent, first of all, it's a good thing that I have achieved myself. So due to my companies, my cyber shops, so I had to make effort at school and both at university so that I can employ myself and employ my fellow friends so that to stop the drug dealings, something like that.
What skills from school are you actually using for your life today?
Since I have studied computer, so I'm using basically computer. So as you know, I've opened some cyber, which I am dealing with cyber law. I'm printing and helping others. Yeah.
That's great. Do you think you will be where you are today without education?
No, not really. Because education has contributed to my success. The skills I'm applying, they are based on education.
And what kind of skills have you enabled in your computer field?
So I have studied cyberbullying and cyber law. So I'm using them technically because most of the people nowadays are undergoing hacking, cyberbullying. So I have to stop that thing.
Many young people face similar struggles. What will you say to someone who feels their background limits them?
I will urge them not to look at the background, because when you look at the background, you will be disappointed. So at my age, at my life, I have experienced some of the challenges due to my father was a drunkard, and whenever he came at home, he was beating us, beating my mother. So I had to give up on that life and focus on the step that I'm going to take. So the step of education that kept me going.
I'm really motivated by that. Do you think education system supports students going through family issues enough?
Yeah, to me, I can say it really supports families, because at my school which I was in, the principal was cooperating with UNICEF, so the orphans were given bags, and also they were paid for the fees.
I really love that principle. May he be of great help to the society.
Yeah.
What changes would you suggest to make education more accessible for students in difficult situations?
Changes. So, like for me, I want to build some schools so that no one will be limited to school and for those activities. So I have to make a big part. So I'm waiting for something that is big, so that I can satisfy all the...
So you want to create an institution or a foundation that enables students to learn and equip knowledge so that they can be a positive factor for the society.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And if you could go back and speak to your younger self, what would you say?
I could say not everything is here to pass, but education is not. So everyone should grasp on education.
So education is the key factor in everything.
Yeah.
In one sentence, what is the bright side of education for you?
Bright side is where I was hey, what? Nilichukuliwa na kampuni ya
Safaricom Foundation?
Yeah, Safaricom Foundation, that helped me in many ways and face many challenges.
So you are among the equipped learners from Safaricom?
Yeah.
So Safaricom, kudos. Mike, thank you.
Yeah.
For sharing your journey with us. Your story is much powerful and a reminder that education opens doors. Even if you face serious challenges, you can be a positive factor to the society and the generation to come. Before we wrap, what final message would you like to leave for the young people who may be going through similar challenges?
Yeah, what I would like to say is that your dream varies, your determination matters, and education is the key to success. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And to our viewers, that was Mike sharing his inspiring story on the bright side of education. I'm Jabali, streaming for KIKWETU TV podcast. Thank you for watching. See you next time.